This is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Check 1, 2. Hey now, hey, this is Johnny Beane. Welcome, everybody. This is exclusively Van Halen, the weekly show and podcast, and we are live. It is June 17th, 2022. Let's see, 3:32 p.m. Eastern, 12:32 Pacific, out here in Santa Cruz, California. There we are. Welcome, everybody. If this is your first time here, smash that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. If you like rock music talk, if you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. I mean, Michael Anthony just said, Johnny Beane TV. So, hey, welcome. We're going to talk a little bit about For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, released on this day. Can somebody in the chat tell me math? How many years ago was that? Wait a minute. I think I can do this. 31? Is this true? Hey, Nick Horton. Nick Horton is here. Let's see. Happy birthday. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Iman? 31 years. Thank you, Janice Lawler. Kim is here. Hey, you were in Laz's chat last night. Thanks for showing up, man. So we're going to talk about Carnal Knowledge. Awesome album. I'll tell you guys some stories about when I got the record. But first, let's say hello to the top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Beane TV, here on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. But on YouTube, we have channel members. And the top tier of channel members are the executive producers. And they are Dave Ennis, Vinyl Freak 5150, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB&J Cat, Wayno, Stevo 5150, False Flag, Sherman Callahan, Andy Carson, Michael B, R Habs, Warlag, The Chad, Lawrence Christensen, Lenny Lou and Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Paul Martin Woods, Stephen Franklin, Fabulous Disaster, Michael Smith, the Captain, Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, Jim Ray Hawkins, David Allen Wright, and Steve Carmichael. That is the top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Beane TV, here on YouTube. If you'd like to become a channel member, click that join button right below the 8 thumbs ups currently. Thank you so much, you guys. And these shows, these shows, they're run on channel membership. They're run on donations. Any support is greatly appreciated. Any super chats will change the color of these lights behind me. That's a special feature for you guys. You will only see here on Johnny Beane TV. This is the Guitar Moir. And look at that. I'm going to talk about this guitar too, because For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge and this guitar, when you think of one, you think of the other. Right, Donna? Donna, check your mailbox next week. I sent you the Funko Pop. You are a winner. Jeff T is here. Vistalite 1972. Let's see. We got a lot of people here. Megatod 707. Let's see. Friend. How do you say your name? One thing you got to realize is I can't read. Let's see. Francisco, I want to say. You saw Van Halen in concert 1992. Best live. Dude, we'll talk about that. Jeff T saw the tour. Right on, you guys. Jeff T, Vistalite, all you guys, thank you so much. And from Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in. Guitar Man 45, Kim, again, thanks for tuning in. Nick Horton, Janice Lala, all you guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Majestic PB&J. We missed you last night, man. I was live. Am I blurry? I was live on Twitch doing GTA for a while last night. Missed you. I was the only one in there. I was getting nothing but trolled. It was horrible. Anyway, what else? What do we usually do here really quick before we get into the show? If you'd like to call in, talk about maybe you saw that tour, maybe anything about the record, 415-952-3263 is the number you can call. You can add me on WhatsApp and we can be WhatsApp friends. We're live on Facebook, Johnny Beane TV Facebook page, where if you'd like to help support over there, we have what's called Facebook Stars, which is a digital gift that helps in the production of these shows. And speaking of Facebook, we're also live in the exclusively Van Halen Facebook group under 62,000 members. No, over 62, under 63,000 members. The group is awesome. Every day there's content in there. And it's just amazing. Thank you so much, everybody that's in there. And I will start an exclusive Van Halen show within that group. I actually have some very special plans for that. So look for that. It's going to be huge. We're also live in the EVH Gear Fans Live group and EVH Gear Fans Live page, Johnny Beane TV Facebook group, and my personal profile where everybody was telling me happy birthday the other day. So thank you so much, everybody, for all the birthday wishes. 29, again, it's amazing. Every year. Let's see. You can review us on Google. Just go to Google, type in Johnny Beane TV, and you can actually leave a review about this channel, about these shows. Johnny Beane TV is the brand. So there you go. Very cool. And let's say you're watching this on replay and you'd like to help support the channel. You can actually do what's called a super thanks. It's like a super chat, but on any previous video. So just look for that little heart icon with the $sign that says thanks. Click on that and you can drop a super thanks. And I believe that comment will be highlighted and pinned to the top of that video. So if you got, a band or whatever, you want to promote something, you can slap a super thanks on any of my videos, and there you go. You'll stick out, and that's awesome. All right. Lastly, you can follow me. Just go to johnnybeane.link. You can follow me everywhere. This show is a podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Amazon Music. Pretty much everywhere, but you can follow me. Just search Johnny Beane or go to johnnybeane.link. There you go. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this. For unlawful carnal knowledge. I know, man. All the time. I'm not getting older. I'm getting younger. Every day. Like Benjamin Button. All right. For unlawful carnal knowledge, released this day 31 years ago. I wasn't even born yet, but I did happen to buy the record. Thank you, Kim. Let's see. Okay, well let's go back. Okay, I do remember there was one of those. I think it was Westwood One. They would have these live radio shows, and back in the day, they would do them every time Van Halen came out with a new record. They would do them from 5150 from the studio. So it was very cool. It was very cool because you got to hear like all kinds of cool stuff. Let's do that one. There we go. Hold up your smartphone, open up your camera, and hold it over this QR code. That'll take you right to the Van Halen group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, join the group. It's Van Halen 24/7 in there. Second biggest Van Halen group on Facebook. It's awesome. Thank you, Steve-O. What's up, dude? Okay. All right. So I do remember, I want to say this was June 13th. I have the cassette. I want to say June 13th. Van Halen. Tim Thomas. Hey, man. I want to say it was June 13th, 1991. Van Halen does this radio show. It's on all the major, rock radio stations. I was like a mad scientist that night because I remember I had at least 5 cassette tapes all rolling with cassettes recording this thing. I was such a freak back then. You know, I'm a little more controlled now, but a huge fan, still huge fan. And so I remember listening to this, and it was Van Halen live from 5150, and they played almost the entire record, I want to say. Or they actually maybe did play the entire album on the radio. And this was several days before. Hey, Eric, welcome, dude. I see you guys. So they played, I want to say, pretty much the whole record. I still have this on cassette. I'm going to have to find it. Actually, somebody asked me earlier. I made a comment on Facebook. I think it was in the Van Halen news desk. They did a article about Carnal Knowledge. And I think I had posted something about how I had heard like most of the record on the radio, like, you know, several days before the album came out. And somebody commented, "Oh, I'd love to hear that." And I do have it on cassette. So if you guys drop some comments below on playback, if you guys want to hear this thing, I will find it and I will put it up somewhere. I do have it. It's at least an hour long or an hour and a half audio of Van Halen from 5150. I want to say June 13th, 1991. And they play pretty much the whole record, but they're talking about the songs in between. And Eddie's actually playing. Eddie's actually talking about, I believe he's talking about this guitar, which again, we'll talk about. You can actually hear Eddie playing the guitar like in between the songs. It's pretty cool. It's pretty, and he brings out the drill, and you can hear him doing the drill just by itself, talking about that whole story about how he discovered that. How Matt Bruck was putting in a piece of gear at 5150, and Eddie had his guitar, and he just happened to pick up a drill, and he just happened to use it, and he heard it coming through the guitar, and he's like, "Huh?" And they used it on the song "Poundcake." And in the chat, we've got several people. What does the drill represent in the song "Poundcake"? What does it actually? It does represent something. It's not just a random sound. In the chat, who can tell me? We got Tim Thomas. We got Joe, is that Frozzy? We got Clayton James Hicks, 98. Today's Frankenstrat Friday. That's right, man. That's right. Who can tell me in the chat, what does the drill represent in the song Poundcake? If you can tell me, let me know. Let me know. There we go, Poo Ninja. Poo Ninja got it. There you go, man. Yeah, it's like a blender, like a mixer. Mixing up the cake. That's what it means. And Janice saw the drill at EVH Con. Right on, Janice. That's awesome. I did see a photo of that. I had some friends that were there, so I do remember that. And that drill belongs to a good friend of mine, Scott Smith. Very cool. And that drill that you saw, that was an actual one that Eddie actually used. He used that on one of the tours. I think his was stolen or something, or lost, and he borrowed one from Scott. So there you go. Nick Horton, didn't Ed say it was in the key of the song? Yeah, I mean, you listen to it and it does. I mean, you're able to hear it. You know, he uses it during the song and it fits right in. So it's definitely in the key. Mancuda drill. Mancuda drill. Hey, man. Filthy Poppy. Eddie bringing out the drill. I live for that. I really do. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Poundcake is probably my favorite EVH tone. Oh, it's great, man. And here's some trivia for you guys. Or trivia? Facts. I only give you guys facts here. I don't mess around. Eddie actually used a 12-string guitar on the verses of Poundcake. So if you listen, hard left, hard right, all the strums you hear in the verses, those are 12 strings, 12-string guitars. Actually, not the before the verse. You know, where it's the there. We'll pull out the guitar early. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. You know, and I'm out of tune. Those parts. That's a 12. Those are 12-string guitars. Anyway, since we're talking about guitars, this is a guitar channel. Let's talk about this. Ernie Ball Music Man. This is the first official Edward Van Halen guitar. This was released around the time of this record. Eddie actually used prototypes of these guitars on the album, and I got this as a Christmas gift, 1992. And of course, I had to get the same color that Ed was using. Had to. And this just amazing guitars. You guys all know this guitar. Mine is pretty well worn. The back of the headstock and the back of the neck were the same color at one point. But amazing. And the neck, they basically digitally copied the Kramer 5150. So this is the same as that. Feels the same. Amazing guitars. So anyway, when For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge came out, Edward was promoting the Ernie Ball Music Man, Edward Van Halen's signature guitar at the time. So this is what he played on the tour. This is what you saw in the booklet for the CD or the cassette. You saw him playing this for the promos, for the posters. I used to have all the promo, everything for this stuff. I used to have 2 cardboard stands that were made to promote the CDs and the tapes. They were actually made for the record stores, and it was all the same photos you guys saw in the liner notes in the album. But it was cardboard. It was about this tall. I had 2 of them back in the day. I have photos somewhere. I don't know. If I find them, I'll post them at some point. But they were cool, and it actually had places on these cardboard displays for each record. So Van Halen 1, Van Halen 2, Women's Shoulder, like every album there was, you could put on this album. There was a place for it where it said it. And then, of course, the major release for that year, Carnal Knowledge, was like the highlight. So there you go. Let me know in the comments if anybody owns one of these or has played one. I mean, this really is the Van Halen guitar. This particular, this model. It's the one everybody wants. It's amazing. Smallmouth guy. Thank you, man. So, awesomes. There you go. So that's the guitar. Edward played the same, his main one was that same color for the tour. He also had backup ones. He had I think like a cherry burst one. I think there was a black one. He played purple ones later on. You saw in like the video for like Runaround. You saw a single coil version, hardtail. I think it was hardtail for Top of the World for one of those videos. There was actually 3 music videos for Top of the World. Nick Horton owns an Axis, if that counts. Definitely does. Kim says, I was Sterling by Music Man. Love it. Right on. We were actually at the Sterling booth and Music Man booth at the NAMM show. I do have videos I've not uploaded yet. I will get those up very soon. Very soon. So let's see. I want to say it was June 13th was the album premiere on the radio. And then it's pretty cool. On my birthday, which is June 15th, they actually premiered the video for Poundcake. So I remember waking up that morning and I had a very special birthday gift from Van Halen and MTV, which was the music video. So I remember seeing that for the very first time. And there was actually a really cool promo video for that video as well. It's just a short clip. I do have it. It's actually on my Instagram page. My, not Johnny Beane. I've got an EVH. I call it EVH Gear Live, which is my EVH Van Halen fan account. That video is actually on there, but you got to scroll back like 7, 8 years. I've had that account for years. So let's see. So June 17th, the album is released. And I remember going to what's called Pickles Records and Tapes in Lincoln, Nebraska, buying the CD, buying the cassette. And like I said, I had already heard the whole, maybe I heard either they played the entire record on the radio or most of it. So when I bought the album, I'd already heard almost everything, except maybe 1 or 2 songs, I want to say. Hey, Shred, your ex-friend stole your Axis and Marshall stack. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I think I'm blurry. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's head on over to Wikipedia, talking about For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. Let's see what they say. The 9th studio album by Van Halen was released on June 17th, 1991 on Warner Brothers. And it is the third to feature vocalist Sammy Hagar. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 album chart and maintained the position for 3 weeks. The album marked the first time the band had Ted Templeman working in a producer capacity since 1984, when Lee Roth was still lead singer. He was Ted. Yeah, so 84 is the last record, although he was kind of around for 5150, I guess, a little bit. But Carnal Knowledge, he was back. He was back working with Van Halen. So the album's title came from lead singer Sammy Hagar, who wanted to push the issue of censorship, which was a pretty big deal back then. If you guys remember 1990, 91, MTV, it was all about censorship back then. That's you saw a lot of that, especially with a lot of the rap music that was happening at the time. It was getting really big. So they were always talking about censorship. So anyway, Sammy wanted to spotlight the issue, and he just wanted to name the album F Word. But actually, his friend, former world lightweight boxing champion Ray Boom Boom Mancini, told him what that word actually means. And it actually means for unlawful carnal knowledge. So he's like, well, there you go. We'll use that. Van Halen started work on the album in March of 1990 and finished in April of 91. Just 2 months before the release. Wow, that's pretty cool. The album itself was marked as the return to Van Halen's hard rock roots. It is kind of a heavier record than the previous two. Let's see. Andy Johns worked on the album. Ted Templeman also worked on the record. This was the first album that Eddie recorded without his trademark Marshall Super Lead serving as the primary amplifier. He was basically using a prototype 5150, and he was also using Soldanos, an SLO 100. Vintage sounds. Hey, man. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of hard to read those words. That's a little better. Anyway, let's go down to the songs. How's that? Pound Cake, the first track, again starts with the drill, drill sound. It actually kind of sounds with like the sound of them opening up like a DAT tape or something. You hear like a cassette, and you hear I believe it's Alex and Eddie talking. You got Poundcake, Judgment Day, which is a great song, and that is what's believed to be the last song Edward used the Kramer 5150 guitar. Spanked was a song that Edward used a 6-string bass that Andy Johns brought into the studio, a Dan Electro. Kind of like a bass or a baritone, I would say. And when they toured for that record, Music Man made a couple double neck guitars for Edward, a 6-string bass baritone with a regular Edward Music Man guitar on the bottom. So he used he had a purple one. He had a purple one and I think it was pink, either pink or a red. And you mainly saw the purple one. Oh, they did stop using. They did cut the song from the set eventually because it was overpowering his wireless system, and then he tried using a cable, and it just didn't work out. So they stopped playing the song live. So if you saw them early in the tour, you saw them play Spanked. Runaround was another single from the album, and that has a great music video where they're on like a spinning, like the floor is like spinning, and they're like literally running around. And you also see, as in like the Poundcake video, you see red, black, and white striped Music Man. Although the one in Poundcake was more relict, and it was more like it wasn't like a real nice, proper finish. Whereas the one in Runaround was the top of it. It was just the top was painted. JG, thank you so much, man. Here, let's do this. There we go. JG, thank you for all your support. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Pleasure Dome. That was a great tune. That one, I believe Edward used the Trans Tremolo. The Steinberger. He brought that back, and you really hear it during the whammy dives and the pull up and all the fluttering, I guess you would call it. You really hear that. So it's definitely the Steinberger. In and Out is not a song about hamburgers. And you only get that joke if you live in California, because that is like it's a burger place. Although Sammy Hagar did have an In and Out sticker on the back of his red Kramer Beretta, and you do see it for a split second on Live Without a Net when he's up on the rafters running around, and they're playing Can't Drive 55. Sammy holds his guitar up, and you see the back, and you do see an In and Out sticker. It says In and Out Urge, which is pretty cool. Let's see, Man on a Mission, another cool song. And actually, here's something that's pretty cool. Donna, they are good burgers. They're awesome. The songs In and Out and Man on a Mission, I actually have I have it digitally. But a friend of mine actually won an auction that I guess Andy Johns put up of a DAT tape that had the songs In and Out and Man on a Mission that were recorded for the Right Here, Right Now live album. So I actually have this recording where you can hear the two songs, and there's instrumental, but it's during the sessions for Right Here, Right Now, because they had to redo that entire record. They said it was a live record, but it actually wasn't. They had to redo everything to get everything to sync up. So anyway, I do have versions of In and Out and Man on a Mission from that album. Some of it's live, some of it Sammy does sing on, but you actually do hear Sammy at the very end of In and Out. You actually do, they stop the song, and then you hear Sammy say, "All right, I'm out of here," like he's leaving the studio. You actually hear that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. The Dream Is Over. Another great song. Right Now, of course, just became a huge smash for the band. It was used for the Crystal Pepsi commercials. If you guys remember that stuff, that was pretty weird stuff to drink. But yeah, great song. I believe Van Halen won MTV awards for that year. Best music video for Right Now. 316, of course, which was done on an acoustic guitar, and that was dedicated to Wolfgang Van Halen. That is his birthday. Edward used to play that. He would put the guitar on Valerie Bertinelli's stomach and play the guitar, play that tune when Wolf was like kicking and stuff, and I guess he would calm down. Anybody that was around back then, you do remember that when we first heard that, we're like, wait a minute. We remember Edward playing that during the 5150 tour. That was like the first song he would start playing for his solo spotlight. It would be, well, back then there was no name, but it was basically, it turned into what we know now as 316. Ed would play that, and then he'd go into a blues jam with Alex, which was actually cut out of Live Without a Net. I do have the original audio from that where that still is included. But if you're watching Live Without a Net, you can actually tell where the edit is, because Edward, he takes a cigarette, he puts it down on the ground, he puts it down next to him, and then in the next shot, it's back up on the headstock. That's where the edit is. So in between where he puts it down and you see it back on the headstock, there's like a whole blues jam that was taken out for some reason of the video. And then Top of the World, another great tune, another great song. Officially there was 2 official music videos for that, although I've seen another one. There's 3. There's 3 music videos for Top of the World. The first one is the concept one where it's all like space. Like, thank you, JG. Thank you again, man. Thank you for all your support for this channel and these shows. Thank you so much, JG. I should press this button, actually. Thank you, man. Thank you. And nice avatar, man. Look at that. I've got a few right here. And Donna is going to have one next week. Congratulations again, Donna. Mega Todd, this is all true stuff. It's all true. Okay, so there was 3 music videos for Top of the World. The first one was the one where it's all like not really animated, but they're all like floating around and there's all kinds of weird stuff going on. That's the one where Edward's playing a Ernie Ball Music Man, and it has 3 single coils, and it looks like it might be a hardtail, possibly. I haven't seen the video in a while, but that's what I'm thinking. So there was that music video, and then there was a live music video, which was actually shot in Sacramento, California, which possibly my buddy Michael Gutierrez. Michael, if you're watching this, I'm assuming maybe you were at that show. And hey, Michael, great talking to you the other night too. I'll see you soon, man. So there was a live music video with live audio. It was filmed. It was in black and white, but it's live audio, live footage. And they premiered both those videos on MTV the same day. One of them earlier in the day, and then the live one later in the evening. I remember recording them off MTV back then. And then also there was a third music video that I've seen, which had footage from the Dallas Free Show in 1991. There was that one, but even though it's live audio, the video footage is from Dallas 91, but the audio is from the Sacramento show. So it's the same audio used in 2 different videos. Two different videos use the same audio. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's check out more of the Wikipedia. Oh wait, you guys can't even see that. There we go. There we go. Personnel: Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, lead vocal and guitar. I wonder what he played as far as guitar on Carnal Knowledge. Eddie Van Halen, guitars, keyboards, electric drill on Poundcake and backing vocals. Michael Anthony, bass, backing vocals. Alex Van Halen, drums, percussion, backing vocals. Additional personnel: Steve Lukather, backing vocals on Top of the World. I do remember him talking about that, how they brought him in to do additional backing tracks, backing vocals on Top of the World. Very cool. Very cool. Production: Andy Johns, producer, engineer, mixing. Jerry, is it Hayden? Art direction. All right, let's see. Okay. Wait a minute, I'm stuck on this. Ted Templeman, producer. So Ted Templeman was back. Van Halen, producers, of course. And here's some of the chart numbers here. Zach Thong, hey man. T-Man. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Hey, if you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. Exclusively Van Halen every Friday. I'm doing the show a little earlier today, actually, because I have a special show tonight for the regular time slot. So make sure you guys tune in a little later. JG, I would like to see that blues jam. Yeah, it was cut out of Liveathon.net, although you can see it if you watch some other 5150 tour live videos, such as I think there was a Montreal 86, there's Detroit 86. What's another one? I believe you can see that stuff. I mean, although it is kind of from far away. All right, here's the singles. Yeah, let's move me out of the way. Poundcake, Right Now, Runaround, Top of the World, Man on a Mission, Right Now, The Dream Is Over. That was a single? I still have all the what they called singles or cassette singles and the CDs. I still have those. And actually, for Right Now, I still have the posters too. I should actually find some of that stuff. For the single for Right Now, there's actually a couple different edits that were released on like the B side. There was like a single mix, and then there was another mix. And actually, one of the mixes actually takes out the guitar solo. So there is a version of Right Now with no guitar solo, and it takes the guitar solo out and it brings up like the Hammond organ. So during the guitar solo spot, there's no solo, but there's a Hammond organ that kicks in. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Like I said, I used to buy all this stuff back in the day. I mean, I really I had so much stuff. It's craziness. That's probably why I can do these shows. Like that's why I know all this stuff. It's awesome. So let's see what else. Awards: Best Hard Rock Performance in 1981. I remember seeing that. I think that was the Billboard Music Awards. Oh no, it says Grammy Awards. Okay, but there was one. I think it was the Billboard Music Awards where Paul Schaefer actually presented the award via satellite or via tape because Van Halen was on tour. Eddie had the beard, and they were sitting there and they were like thanking everybody. I remember seeing that. Very cool stuff. So what else? I don't know. I saw the tour. I saw it. I saw them in the first show. I want to say was Bonner Springs, Kansas, August '91. I want to say August 26, 91. Went to that. I was up on behind the fence up at the lawn. And Alice in Chains opened the show. And I remember Lane Stanley. I remember he was, I want to say he was in a wheelchair because he had broke his leg or something. Hey, Music Therapy Laz. Hey, dude. We're talking for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, released on this day back in 1991. There you go. That's the big news. Plus, it gives me an excuse to do my Van Halen show early tonight because I've got a special guest later tonight. So make sure you guys tune in 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific tonight. Let's see. So I saw them Bonner Springs, Kansas, 91. I saw them in Omaha, Nebraska. I want to say April 92. And I remember I had met Billy Sheehan like a month before because a friend of mine, a radio DJ by the name of John the Animal Terry for Q102, KFMQ in Lincoln, Nebraska. He was the first DJ to start playing this song by Mr. Big called To Be With You. Became a huge hit. So the band comes to Lincoln, Nebraska, and I basically spent the day, not actually with them, but I showed up at the different spots that they were at and got to hang out with them. Eric Martin, Paul Gilbert. Where's the picture? Where is it? There we go. Pretty cool selfie. So I got to spend the day with them. And I remember asking Billy Sheehan, I'm like, hey, Van Halen's going to be here next month. Can you get me backstage passes? And he's like, nah. He's like, that's a different organization. I can't help you. So, and then anyway, I've met Paul and Billy many times over the years since. Eric actually lives in the Bay Area. And it's actually said he actually tried out for Van Halen back in 1985, which is pretty cool. Oh, there you go. Check out our Billy Sheehan interview right here. Check it out. Wait, Joe, what? You went to that one too? That show? Which one? I saw them in Omaha, Nebraska, 92. I want to say March 92. And the band Baby Animals opened up. And I remember I was sitting in the lawn before the show started, before we even got into the Coliseum or whatever it was. I remember sitting outside in the grass, and this lady walks over me basically and walks past me. It was the singer from Baby Animals because I'd seen their music video, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's her. Then actually I got to meet her a little later on. Thank you to my friend Jason McNamara, who I saw at NAMM. I'll see you soon, man. He's good friends with him. So I got to chat with her for a little bit. Years later. Joe, you were at Omaha 92 as well? I was there, man. Great show, man. And I'm blurry now. Awesome show. So I saw them 91, 92. Then, of course, they put out Right Here, Right Now, the live record, which, like I said, technically it wasn't really live, although there is like a hotter version of it out there that was actually played on the radio back in the summer of 92. There was a special live from Cabo Wabo. Sammy was down at Cabo jamming with friends, and they actually played live tracks, and they were rough, but they ended up being the tracks for Right Here, Right Now for the album. And I have those on a cassette somewhere. Actually, I think a friend of mine has it on a CD. I think we were talking recently. Somebody I know. But anyway, Right Here, Right Now tour was basically, it was Carnal Knowledge, but then it became, the live record, and then the tour, they toured after that. But let me see, what was I going to say? The Carnal Knowledge, the Right Here, Right Now tour. That I would say that's my favorite tour. Van Halen, Outside, 1993, That was just an amazing tour. I saw them like 3 times, I think, on that tour. Like 2 nights in a row, and then another time, I want to say. I think. I'm not sure. Wow, we've been on here for 45 minutes and 45 seconds already. I thought this show was going to be like 10 minutes. Man, let's see. What else? What else? Carnal Knowledge. What else can I say about it? Just a great record, of course. Do you have a favorite song off the album? JG is asking. The thing with Van Halen is it always changes. I mean, I love it all. I don't really have a favorite. I'll get into eras. So like sometimes I'll listen to 84, for a bunch. And the thing is, myself, I really don't listen to the regular records as much anymore. I mean, I do here and there, but I have so much like live stuff and like isolated stuff and studio B take stuff and just interviews. I've got so much stuff. I listen to like the weirder, the more obscure stuff myself more than I listen to the regular records. Although I still do listen to the regular albums. Pleasure Dome. Roberto is saying, "Hey man, welcome from Facebook. Good to see you, man." So do I have a favorite song? Let's see. If I was to put that on, I would say I don't know. Maybe Judgment Day. Maybe Judgment. Today, I would say Judgment Day. But let me know in the chat. And let me know in the comments down below on playback. Favorite songs for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. What are your favorite tracks? So let's see. I don't know. I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching these shows, for subscribing to the channel, for liking my pages on Facebook, and look for much, much more Van Halen related shows here on exclusively Van Halen. And just more stuff in general, more rock talk, podcasts, all that stuff. Demos, reviews. I still have tons of NAMM footage to put up. So you guys will see a bunch of that. You'll see so much more stuff. Majestic says pound cake. Love Ed's rhythm work on Runaround. Yeah, and actually, it said that he used a Fender Telecaster on Runaround. And if the next time you listen to Runaround, think of a Telecaster and you actually hear it. You actually hear a tele tone during that song. You actually hear it's true. It's pretty cool. Megatod Poundcake, the tone is amazing. That's true, man. Vintage Sounds. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's birthday week here at Johnny Beane TV. Interesting about the tele. Yep, it's the truth. It's the truth. It was actually in a magazine called John Biel, what was it? I can't think of it. I have it. It's actually sitting right over there. It's actually, well, can I get it? Don't go anywhere. Let me grab it. Hang on. Here it is. All right. I found it. It's called Guitar Aficionado. Exclusive Eddie Van Halen on a personal tour of his favorite guitars. I should have bought more copies of this when this came out. This is such a great issue. Such a great issue. Should have bought more of these. When did this come out? 2015? 2014? Should have bought more of these, man. 2014. January, February 2014 is when this came out. Speaking of tellies, those are pretty nice. All right, so the guitar that he used on Runaround, it's right here in this magazine. You can actually see it. '61 Fender Telecaster. That's the guitar he used on Runaround. I think. Is it? Maybe it's not. No, this one he used on Learning to See off Best of Both Worlds. Okay, that's not it. Is there? I think there is a picture of it, or it's just said that he used it. Well, maybe he used this one on that one too. All right, it says he used this on Learning to See, but he couldn't keep it in tune. Okay. All right, so it's not that guitar. It's not that guitar. Bing bong! Robot Master Switch. All right. So it's not that one, although he did use one. All right, anyway. If you guys have never seen this magazine, check it out. Check it out. Up. Okay. You have that magazine too? Awesome. Yeah. So he did use a Telecaster on Runaround. So, but it wasn't that particular one, or maybe it was. I don't know. Although I have a feeling it might have been like a red one for some reason, like a red finish. That's what I'm thinking. But all right. We're just under an hour. I got some stuff I gotta do, and then I'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Special guest tonight. If you're watching, John Cruz from John Cruz Custom Guitars will be here. There'll be a drop down right about there for tonight's video. Come back. It's going to be huge. We actually did a pre-interview a couple nights ago for like an hour. It could have been the show. We could have already done it. We could have taped it. But definitely come back later. You guys aren't going to want to miss this. He actually has some great Van Halen stories he's going to talk about. He's a huge fan himself, and he's got these amazing guitars that he's working on. These custom guitars. So yeah, Janice says, see you in 4 hours. I'll see you guys. Vintage Sounds. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much to the channel members for all your continued support for these shows. Thank you. And let's see. I will see you tonight in just a few hours. All right. Rock on, everybody. Smash that thumbs up. And again, if you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. It's Johnny Beane TV. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there.